Yale All Access welcomes you inside Ingles Rink. It's the Nutmeg Classic here on Yale All Access alongside Mike Cosgrove. I'm Ernie Bertoldi. Great to have you with us as the Bulldogs host the UConn Huskies tonight, Mike, and the Bulldogs trying to get back on the winning track.
Yeah, they dropped a couple of tough games last weekend to Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst ranked in the top 5 in the country, tough opponent, but you know, we'll see if Yale can turn it around. Scoring has been an issue.
This is the 9th annual Nutmeg Classic, this year being played here. She'll head off for a line change as Jen Matichuk gives chase. Zupan slaps one wide. Corralled in the corner by Umstrom. And now back come the Huskies. Corrals the puck for the Huskies. She's in over the Yale blue line. It's Biersoff helping out behind the net. Nice job by Dunbar on defense, number 2 for the Bulldogs. Now here's Mock as she taps the puck out towards center ice, and the Huskies will have to reset. Now here's Decker putting some pressure on, forcing the Huskies deep in their own end. Back to the point, Rister on goal, rebound out in front. Tomimoto keeps it in but can't find the puck. Rister that time by Dunbar. And then there's a shot on goal by number 62. That is Emily Snodgrass of the Huskies, the sophomore out of Eagan, Minnesota, Mike.
Yeah, and you would think this game would be a low-scoring affair as UConn averaging just over 2 goals a game, while Yale averaging just under 2 goals a game. So this one, the first goal is going to be important in this one.
Bulldogs trying to get the puck out of their own end. As the Huskies have applied some pressure. Here's a wrister wide by number 19, Margaret Zimmer. And now the Bulldogs, Haddad, try to get out. She couldn't. UConn pinching in. Gray now behind her own net with the puck. Haddad along the left side. She meets 2 Huskies, and the puck is forced out to center. Back comes the Bulldogs. Nice job of pinching in that time by Martini, who kept it in momentarily, and now Tomimoto will reset at center, and she'll wrist it in as the top line of Ferrara, Monsignor, and Haddad heads off the ice. Here's Zupan taking the puck away. Tomimoto, backhander wide. Elaine Shuley in net for the Huskies tonight. 0-6-2 on the season, 4.10 goals against average for the Huskies. There's a shot on goal. Nice save that time as Campero, the Connecticut native, got one off for the Huskies, and now the Bulldogs control, and back comes Yale. Umstrom's wrister is blocked. Here's Decker now at center ice for the Bulldogs. She'll send it in. McGauley gives chase for the Bulldogs. Gray now with the puck. Shots are 2-2 early on here, just over 4 minutes in. Period number 1 in Ingles Rink. It's the UConn Huskies facing the Yale Bulldogs here. Women's hockey on Yale All Access. Here's Magali with a wrister. That's steered away by Chuli.
And you know, Ernie, the one constant for Yale this year has been their goalie, Jamie Leonoff, comes in with a 3.31 goals against average. And already we've seen her make a big impact with her save at point-blank range on Campanera.
Here's Martini with a wrister that gets on goal. Tavimoto backhands it in. Ferrara cycling down low. Here's Haddad. Haddad pinned against the boards. Ferrara still with the puck, pushing it down low. And the Husky defense comes away with it and taps it out past the blue line. Wristed back in, and the Bulldogs are content with a line change. Here come the Huskies. Slap shot steered away by Leonoff. And a nice chance there for the Huskies, Mike.
Yeah, so far both teams kind of feeling each other out. The one good scoring chance by the Huskies was shut down by Leonoff, and that was Campero. But so far, you know, both teams are just trying to get into a rhythm offensively. And
back come the Bulldogs. Supan wrister blocked. Goes into the corner. Umstrom gives chase. Now Zupan on the other end. She's met by number 17, Hughes of the Huskies. Umstrom stick handling. Gets it down low. Bulldogs cycling the puck. And here come the Huskies back now. Shot blocked. Nice diving attempt by Zupan, and then the centering pass is deflected away as Umstrom sends it in.
And UConn's aggressive in transition. They've already had a couple of good opportunities on some fast breaks, but unable to score.
Decker, Magali, and Mock on the ice now for the Huskies. Or for the Bulldogs, excuse me. Shot in that time. Nice save, as that was Rachel Farrell, the sophomore out of Cheshire, Connecticut, with a chance for the Huskies, Mike.
Yeah, another one right there. In the neutral zone, Huskies gain possession, couple of quick passes, and a good opportunity, but again, another good save by Leonoff.
Monson in on the faceoff for the Bulldogs. They'll bring it back. Monson kicked out of the faceoff. Haddad will take it and win it. Around the boards, Monson couldn't get it out. Kept in by Nauheim of the Huskies. Centering pass deflected just wide that time by Burris. Monson trying to play it. Gets help from Dunbar, number 2 for the Bulldogs. Huskies with some quick passing and deflected, and they scored.
Yeah, a great play, and UConn was really putting the pressure on, and finally one of their great passes paid off, and the goal there, and Leonoff looked like she was shielded from that shot and didn't really see it, and could have been a deflection as well.
So you said it, Mike, that first goal was going to be a big one, and the Bulldogs are now playing from behind.
UConn goal scored by number 682, Emily Snodgrass.
Will be Emily Snodgrass getting credit for the goal, her 3rd of the season. Bulldogs come right back and apply pressure, though. Zupan, Matichuk lose the puck to Kanadik. Shuley forced to play it for the Huskies.
It's going to be interesting to see how Yale responds here. They were playing from behind in both of the games last weekend and find themselves behind early once again, and we'll see how they
Rathke
respond.
with a backhander, and there's another shot. Doesn't cut you off, Mike. Sorry. Michaela Cava with a shot. And Leanoff starting to get more tested here, Mike. Centering pass whiffed on, and then at the point, Blaine couldn't connect. Back comes Decker. Into the UConn end. Tied up with Blaine. Mock tries to help out. McGauley, nice job to keep it in. Momentarily. Corralled there by Campero. And Tamimoto now with the puck being pressured by McDonald. Haddad deflects it out towards center. Here's Hughes playing it for the Huskies. Tries to dump it in. It's blocked on the dump-in attempt. Burris now. Down low it goes to Brizoff. Centering pass deflected away. Shot on goal that time. Set aside by Leonoff. Shot so far 8-3 for UConn. Just over the midway point here in period number 1. Nice shot by Ferrara trying to steal the puck. Icing waved off. Gray forced to play it. McGauley comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Pass too far for Decker, and it's going to be an icing against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, clearly right now UConn, the more aggressive team. As you said, Ernie, 8-3, they lead in shots, and not only do they have 8 shots on goal, a lot of those shots have been good ones, whereas Yale not generating many good scoring opportunities so far, but it is early and there's a lot of game left.
McGauley on the faceoff against Snodgrass, who is the lone goal scorer on the evening so far. Waddell plays it in. Some nifty stick handling by Hughes as she tries to get it out. Pressured that time by Tamimoto, and now McGauley taking over the puck. Decker with a wrister, it's blocked in front. Goes back into the corner, here's McGauley playing it again. Gray tries to help keep the puck in, she can't. And shot set aside by Burns that time as Leonoff got a stick on it. McGauley now with a nice pass out to Waddell, who will dump in. Approaching 8 minutes to go here in the first period, 1-0 UConn. You're watching women's hockey on Yale All Access. There's a puck stolen away by number 24, Michaela Cava, and she risks it past Leonoff for UConn's second goal.
Yeah, Leonoff, no chance at that one. Just too hard a shot from too close in. And again, UConn's forechecking, creating opportunities, and that time created another one. The giveaway on the Yale defense and the easy goal past Leonoff. And 2-goal deficit when you're scoring less than 2 a game is going to be tough to overcome.
So the Huskies scoring their second goal in just over 4 minutes. Now have a 2-goal lead. McDonough will get an assist on that. It'll be an icing against the Huskies.
The winner of this game will take on the Boston College Eagles, who beat the Quinnipiac Bobcats 3-0 earlier today. That game will be at 7 o'clock. The loser will play Quinnipiac at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Monson on the faceoff wins it. Haddad pokes it into the corner, gives chase. Aggressive line here of Ferrara, Monson, and Haddad. Here's Ferrara with the puck. 4 goals on the year to lead the Bulldogs. Beresov plays it in for the Huskies. Gray with the puck. Quick pass to Ferrara. Gets it to Haddad at center ice, and she has some room to skate. Wrister blocked by Hughes. Puck goes into the corner. Haddad. Ferrara now with the puck. Monson trying to fend off number 5. That's Casey Knidick for the Huskies. And Rathby will tap it out to center for UConn. Nice forecheck that time by that line, and the Bulldogs will get a fresh set of legs on the ice. Here's Tamimoto winning the puck over, sending it in. Mock on the far side, has Decker in front. Centering pass by Decker, no one home. McGawley goes to the corner to get it. Here's Mock with the puck. Mock drops it off wrister wide by Dunbar. Tamimoto gets it, she'll send it back in. Mock gives chase against Knidick. And Hughes comes away with it for the Huskies. She has the puck. And here's Zupan keeping it in for the Bulldogs. Matichuk now will get the puck with a little bit of room. Stick handling against 2 Huskies now. And the puck ends up coming out, as that time Murray unable to keep it in. Kava playing it for the Huskies. She has UConn's second goal of the evening. They lead it 2-0, 5.5 to go here in the first period. Murray sends in for the Bulldogs. Haddad comes up with it. Centers out in front, and look like Ferrara unable to get a shot off. Look like a promising scoring chance there, Mike.
Yeah, Yale's really doing a nice job the last couple of minutes of forechecking, and they're winning the battles in the neutral zone, and that has created some scoring opportunities.
Here's Campero centering it in front. McDonough unable to connect on it. Haddad now gets it over along the far side. Blaine unable to keep it in for the Huskies. Now it's back towards center ice. .420 to go here in the first period. Shots are 10-3 Huskies. And nice job by McGawley to steal the pass and send it in. Broken stick behind the net. Farrell plays it around. Blaine unable to get it out. And she'll chip it a second time. This time gets it over Martini and back to center. And here's Farrell giving chase for the Huskies along the boards. And now down low it's Snodgrass who had the first goal of the game. Backhander blocked. Tamimoto in front of that one, and Mock backhands it out to center. Snodgrass against McGawley. Now here's Knidick along the near side. And back come the Huskies into the Yale end. Matichuk tries to play it. She's pressured by Zimmer. And the puck ends out up in front. A scramble for it. as it comes out to Kinnick's shot. Might have got out on goal.
Yeah, it did. Dangerous shot that time because Leonoff was screened, but she was able to make the save.
Hughes sends one wide, and the Bulldogs come away with it. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Back and forth action here at Ingles Rink. Over the blue line, McDonald now trying to stick handle in. Nice job by Gray to cut her off. Goes out to Blaine at the blue line, and she couldn't handle it. And now here's Haddad. Once again, this line of Ferreira, Masson, and Haddad, very aggressive for the Bulldogs in the first period.
Yeah, playing with good energy and creating some opportunities with their forechecking, and they'll have to continue to do that.
Cava steals the puck and tries to center. Blaine unable to keep it in. And Blaine content to dump it in and go off for a line change. Here's Gray getting the puck from Leonoff. Ferrara in front of her own bench couldn't handle it. Burris now gets it over the blue line, but her pass to Beresov is called for an offside.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, the frustration of not being able to score a lot of goals, but Yale's just got to keep on chipping it away and keep on playing hard and skating hard and playing with energy, and eventually they'll get a break and things will loosen up.
It's almost like you're waiting for that first goal to just happen.
Exactly.
Haddad, the aforementioned Haddad, tries to get it in. Burris takes it away for the Huskies. Play clogged up in the neutral zone. Near side, that's Hughes sending it in for the Huskies. Murray behind her own net. Rister unable to get it out. Farrell kept it in for the Huskies. Here's Tomimoto, who's logged a lot of ice time in the first period. To Haddad. 1:30 to go in the first period. Snodgrass forces it in for the Huskies momentarily before Haddad gets it out to Ferrara, who tries to deflect it in. Snodgrass now over the blue line for the Huskies. Rister's deflected wide as Tomimoto comes up with it. She's pursued by Zimmer, number 19 for the Huskies. Pass out to center ice, and it's played by Nauheim. Gray in front of her own bench. Here comes McDonald trying to feather a centering pass in, that time to Cava, who has one of the goals for the Huskies. Blaine risks in, and the puck ends up going out of play. We have a stoppage with 47.2 seconds to go.
And you can see how aggressive UConn is with their forecheck, and again, they continue to get opportunities because of it. And Yale's just going to have to keep skating and keep on doing what they're doing, and like we said, hopefully they could break through here and get on the board.
McGauley has her shot blocked, and it deflects back out to center ice. Bulldogs trying to get one more forecheck in before the end of the period. Gray plays it. Here's Decker. Tripped up, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. This one going against the UConn Huskies.
Yeah, Yale so far 5 for 41 for 12% on the power play, but this might be exactly what they need to get that offense going. Ernie, if they can get a goal here, being down 2-1 going into the intermission, not a bad thing.
Mikhail Cava called for the penalty. Face-off taken by Monsion and won by Monsion. Monson gets it to Ferrara along the boards. Huskies aggressive. 10 seconds to go in the period. Monson comes away with it. Here's Haddad. Tomimoto with 5 seconds. The wrister on goal, a save on the rebound, and that's deflected wide. Monson right in front. And the Bulldogs get a good scoring chance, Mike, towards the end of the period.
Yeah, Tomimoto's shot was blocked, and Monson right on the goal mouth, and it looked like she had an open net and just couldn't get it on net. And just, when it rains, it pours kind of for the Bulldogs right now, and this game is almost like a carbon copy of both games last week where Yale fell behind 2-0 going into the intermission. And last week, they really came out aggressively and strong in the second period, and we'll see if they can do that again tonight.
So we'll have a 15-minute intermission in between periods. We're through one here at Ingles Rink in the 9th annual Nutmeg Classic. It's the UConn Huskies 2 and the Yale Bulldogs 0. We'll be back with second period action coming up shortly here on Yale All Access. Welcome back inside Ingles Rink. Second period action about to get underway. You're watching Yale women's hockey on Yale All Access alongside Mike Cosgrove. I'm Ernie Bertozzi. Great to have you with us. Mike, Yale behind 2-0 to start the second period, but they have a power play.
Yeah, they had a great opportunity to get on the scoreboard at the end of the first period, but just couldn't get that puck into the net. And the first couple of minutes are going to be really important for Yale because, like you said, they are on the power play, so they have to come out aggressive, take some chances, and try to claw their way back into this game, being down by 2 goals.
Bulldogs outshot 11-5 in the first period, Mike, but a great job by the Bulldog goaltender to keep them in it.
Yeah, Jamie Leonoff, 9 saves, and many of them were difficult saves, and she was able to keep all but 2 pucks out of the net. And UConn freshman goalie Elaine Chaluli stopped all 5 shots she faced.
It'll be Ferrara, Monson, and Haddad, the line on for the Bulldogs to begin the second period and the power play. 1:27 left on the power play after the penalty by Michaela Cava, who had UConn's second goal. She committed a tripping penalty with about 30 seconds left in the first period. Here is Monson down low. Ferrara looking, centering pass, they score. Kay Martini snuck in from the blue line, and she's put the Bulldogs on the board.
Yeah, UConn was so aggressive there at the point that it allowed Yale to have an odd-man mini rush right there, and wide open shot, and that was the goal that Yale needed. We talked all game about it, being shut out the last 2 games. They needed a goal to kind of get their spirits up. That was a huge one on the power play, and they're right back in this game.
So the Huskies able to avoid a goal at the end of the first period on a defensive breakdown. That time, Martini makes them pay, and she has her second goal of the year, a power play goal, as we have an offsides called. I'll give the assist to Janelle Ferrara and Danielle Monson. And Ferrara, that's her 7th point of the season.
Credit Martini also. Usually in the power play, she's at the point, so she really collapsed and was able to find herself wide open in front of the net.
So with the score 2-1, let's see how the Bulldogs respond here with that goal. Centering pass broken up. And here's Magali along the boards to Decker. Martini at the point, taken away by Knittick. Back come the Huskies with a shot on goal. That time, McDonough snuck in, and a nice save by Leonoff.
Yeah, Kiana Nyham, UConn's defenseman, great pass up right there to McDonough, and another great shot by Leonoff.
Zupan and Farrell on the faceoff. Zupan comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Around to Matichuk. She loses her footing. And at center ice, back come the Huskies. Rister on goal. That shot by Rachel Farrell, the sophomore out of Chester, Connecticut. And Leonoff with another save.
Yeah, and Yale has the momentum now, and you want to build on that. So these saves are key by Leonoff to keep this 1-goal deficit intact.
Monson line back on the ice. Face off against Farrell. Goes right to Leonoff, and she'll cover to force another face off.
That was a weird one. Right off the face off, it went all the way and hit Leonoff right in the midsection.
Here's Knittick forcing it down low for the Huskies. Behind the net, Burris with the puck. She controls. Wrap around right into the breadbasket of Leonoff, and she'll hang on for another save. So the Huskies getting some momentum back, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, UConn's being aggressive here, and they're slowly chipping away and getting some decent shots on goal, but the Yale defensemen are doing a good job keeping the center of the ice clear, so Leonoff has clear vision and can make the saves.
Monson with the face-off, and on the face-off we have a penalty coming up against Yale. Looks like Monson is going off probably for tripping, Mike.
Yeah, a tough last minute for Yale. I mean, They'll be now on the penalty kill, and UConn on the year, 15% on the power play, while Yale's penalty kill is 28 for 40 at 70%.
Bulldogs shorthanded for the first time tonight. Here's Mock giving chase, and a nice job by her. That was Zupan, excuse me. And back come the Huskies. Here's Snodgrass trying to sneak it in. Tamimoto cuts it off. Stick in as the puck around her own net dangerously. Martini tries to get it out. Zupan swings at it, gets it out to center, and here comes Matichuk, bringing it over into the UConn end so the Bulldogs can make a partial line change. Tamimoto behind the net, around cutoff, and Haddad will finish it and clear the puck all the way down the ice.
I think this is a key power play kill for Yale, psychologically, to keep this deficit at 1 goal.
Approaching 1 minute left on the power play. Here's Burris stick handling it into the Bulldogs' end. Back at the point, Farrell. Now on the far side, it goes back to Farrell, and they score! Might have been deflected in that time by Berisoff, and the Huskies come right back, Mike, and get a power play goal.
It didn't even look like Leonov saw that puck, and she reacted like she didn't see it and went down, and it went over her right shoulder and into the corner of the net. And that's a tough one for Yale to fall back behind by 2 goals, and kind of gave away that early tally for them early in the period.
We'll see who gets credit for the goal, but nonetheless, with 17:10 left in the second period, UConn has gotten the goal back, and it's now 3-1. They're going to give it to Rachel Farrell. It'll give it to Kava and Snodgrass to get the assists.
Farrell now leads UConn with 3 power play goals.
The Yale captain, Alyssa Zupan, on the faceoff. She wins it and chips it behind the UConn net. Huskies come away with it. Nice job by Monson to play it in. Tamimoto pinches in, as does Monson. Here's Haddad with the puck. Backhanding it down to Monson. Here's Ferrara on the left side. Nice pass inside. That was number 9, Monson, who just couldn't get the shot off. And the Bulldogs had a good scoring chance there, Mike.
Oh, what a beautiful pass that time by Ferrara. And Monson, like you said, Ernie, had an opportunity, just couldn't pull the trigger.
Kava's pass gets broken up. Nice job by Dunbar to get a piece of it. And that's Campero playing it in. Hughes now to Blaine, the senior out of Quebec. And we'll have an icing call against the Huskies.
That would have been a highlight reel goal, though, if Yale was able to pull that off. It's great vision that time by Ferrara to find Monson, and she just couldn't control the puck enough to get a good shot on net. But those are the opportunities that Yale needs, and they got to keep skating and playing aggressively and create more of those.
Mock on the faceoff for the Bulldogs. Couldn't win it, and back come the Huskies. Playing in is number 8, Rachel Farrell. She's met by Martini. Berisoff plays it around. Burris fighting for the puck for UConn. She's in there with McGauley. Tamimoto in there for the Bulldogs as well. And Martini plays it around, not out. Kept in by Blaine. Here's Burris again. Backhands the puck out towards the blue line. Rister on goal as Maud Blaine wrists one in on goal. And nice stop by Leonoff.
Yeah, it looked like she was a little bit surprised that that puck made it all the way to her, but she was able to keep her composure and made a pretty good save.
Huskies have the 17-7 shot lead as we approach 14 minutes to go here in the second period. You're watching Yale women's hockey on Yale All Access. Back comes Matichuk with a wrister on goal, forcing a face-off in the Husky end.
She had two options right there. She was able. She ultimately decided to shoot it, but she also had Ostrom skating with her and could have passed it off, but she decided to take it herself.
Zupan with the face-off win for the Bulldogs. Shot broken up, and the Huskies ice the puck with 13:49 to go here at the 9th annual Nutmeg Classic.
And we mentioned earlier today, Boston College defeated Quinnipiac 3-0. The winner of this game will take on BC tomorrow at 7. The loser will take on Quinnipiac tomorrow at 4.
You can catch the Bulldogs game tomorrow here on Yale All Access. There's Neuheim. Puck taken away by Haddad. And shot blocked in front. And Martini forced to go chase for the Bulldogs. Cava with the puck. She stick handles in. And that time the puck bouncing over the stick of Hughes of UConn. Ferrara's pass broken up by Hughes. And now some tape-to-tape passing by the Huskies. Puck out at center ice. Tamimoto has to play the puck quickly as she gathered it in front of Leonoff. Knidick with a wrister tipped away by the Yale defense. Puck in the corner now. Here's Hughes gathering the puck, passing it in front. No Huskies around though, and it goes into the corner. Wraparound attempt, that time by number 8, Rachel Farrell, to no avail. And the Huskies collect the puck. Here's Knidick over the blue line. She's offside as that time Farrell crossed over the blue line before she did. And with 11:59 to go, it's still 3-1 UConn. Shots 18-8 for the Huskies. Both teams have scored a power play goal. And that's where we stand. Off the faceoff, Yale plays it into the Huskies' end. Blaine forced to play it for UConn. Gets it to Burris. Now ahead, here's Farrell trying to stick handle in. And as she was met by Murray, Leonoff controlled the puck.
Leonoff, not a stranger to shots on goal this year. She's made 31 or more saves in 9 of 10 Yale games this season, including a season-high 44 saves against Harvard.
And she has 15 tonight. Monson wins the faceoff for the Bulldogs. Here's Ferrara stick handling out 2-on-3. Tight pass to Haddad at the blue line. Broken up by Snodgrass, and back she comes. Poke chipped away by Murray. Ferrara plays it out to center. Monson stick handles into the Husky end. Haddad on the right side. Wrister blocked. Ferrara gives chase on the near side as Monson helps out and gets down low to Haddad. Haddad still stick handling. Gets it over to Tamimoto. Wrister blocked in front. Backhanded wrist by Ferrara. Pushed aside, and the Huskies will control. And it's chipped out into the neutral zone.
Good scoring opportunity that time by Ferrara. And Yale's just got to keep on doing that. Put the puck on net and see what happens. You never know.
As an errant pass will go for an icing. Yeah, Mike, that line of Ferrara, Monson, and Haddad have just been great all night.
Yeah, they've been the catalyst. They've skated well. They've skated hard. They've played aggressively. And sometimes when you skate and you forecheck, good things happen. And we've seen it happen tonight for that line. And you just got to continue to do so.
10:33 to go as Matichuk kicked out of the faceoff for the Bulldogs. Monson takes it. And here's Umstrom. Matichuk now takes it over, gets to Umstrom, who took the pass on the wrong side of the blue line, and she was called for the offside.
It's too bad that time she was just off sides, and they would have had a pretty good opportunity.
Yale captain Zupan with a face-off win. Gets into the UConn end. Now Zupan is going after the puck aggressively. Gray sends it in. Here's Hughes for the Huskies. Kept in by Murray. Pressured by Waddell. Murray sends it in. Zupan gives chase. Kava out of her own end. Waddell misses the interception. And the puck goes into the corner. Gray plays it to Waddell. Waddell at center ice spins and sends it in. And she'll come off as the line of Mock, McGauley, and Decker come on. Burris now against Martini. Back to the point. Blaine slips as she winds up to take the shot. And the puck goes into the corner. Here's Burris again. Met by McGauley and Martini that time of the Bulldogs. And Tamimoto stick handles out the center and gets it to Decker. Decker into the UConn end. As the puck taken away by Birisoff. And now here's Mock keeping it in, playing it into the corner. She takes a spill. Puck goes behind the UConn net. Played by Hughes and now out to center ice. Here's Gray. Gray sends it in. Blaine backhands. Nice job by Murray to keep it in. Haddad comes away with it. She's tripped. And we're going to have a penalty against the Huskies coming up. Gray sends it down low. And finally touched up by Blaine, and we'll have a UConn penalty.
Yeah, and we've seen Yale's once already on the power play. They look good, so it's a great opportunity to get to within a goal. And you know, Ernie, if they can get to within a goal, I mean, they're right back into this game. And that again, some good skating caused that penalty, and UConn had to trip right there.
At 12:01, the penalty goes against Margaret Zimmer for tripping. Here's Gray. Now here's Mock into the circle. A wrister right on goal. forcing Chulin to make the save.
Good pass in that time. Mock was able to skate right up and get a pretty good shot off right there.
Zupan will take the face-off. Mock gets it out to Gray at the point. Gray couldn't keep it in, and the Bulldogs will be forced to reset. Dunbar now loses her footing near center ice. And the puck played out by the Huskies. 30 seconds go on in the power play. 3-1 UConn. We're in the second period. 7:21 to go here in the second period. Both teams in the power play goal. Yale looking for their second of the night. Here's Ferrara. The line of the night so far for the Bulldogs on the ice for the second half of this power play, as we have 1 minute to go on the penalty to Zimmer of the Huskies. Tamimoto skates in, gets it to Haddad. Far side back to Tamimoto. And a nice job by the Husky defense that time, as that was number 10, Stephanie Rathby, junior out of London, Ontario, sending it down ice for the Huskies.
Yale just totally out of sync on this power play opportunity. Looks much different than the previous one.
Here is Tamimoto with room to skate. Skates in past the circle down low. Now gets it out to Ferrara along the boards. Tamimoto sends it around. Martini plays it in. She has the lone goal for the Bulldogs tonight. Here's Haddad. Haddad cycling to Ferrara. Back to Martini at the point. Here's Tamimoto with a slap shot turned aside by Chulin. Bulldogs still control the play. Ferrara, 4 goals on the year, looking for a fifth, sends it around to the far side. Monson trying to keep it in, and she does briefly before the Huskies play it out. Power play is over, and Monson looks to just get it in deep one more time for the Bulldogs. Martini couldn't keep it in. Murray forced to give chase. Sends it towards the Bulldogs bench. Ferrara just plays it back into the Husky end, looking to get off the ice. It almost hits her as she skates onto the bench. And back come the Huskies, 2-on-2. Rister blocked. That was Burris with the shot. Martini with the block. There's a wrister by Farrell that's saved by Leonoff. Huskies still control. Farrell tries to get it in front. That's blocked by Martini. And back comes Decker of the Bulldogs over center ice. 2-on-2 with Waddell. Rister turned aside by Chulin. Decker now back out to the point. Murray thinks about shooting, then tries to send it in. It goes off a skate. Magali along the boards now playing it against Burris. Waddell sends it to no one and back on the Huskies. Farrell skates it in as the Huskies complete a line change. Magali content to just tap it out as the Bulldogs will now change it up.
Nice job that time by Jamie Gray to poke check that puck out of there.
Umstrom, Zupan, and Manichuk on the ice now for the Bulldogs with Dunbar and Tamimoto as Tamimoto takes a spill in the corner. Pressure that time applied by Mikhail Kava, who has a goal tonight for the Huskies. McDonald gets it off to the point. Here is Kava with it. Her attempt is blocked. And the Huskies played out towards center, approaching 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Back come the Bulldogs. Rister that time by number 18. Umstrom is saved by Chulin. End-to-end action here, and here's Snodgrass of the Huskies now with the puck, who has a goal tonight. Tamimoto falls on her. No call. Tamimoto now looking to control the puck against 2 Huskies. And Monson comes away with it to Matichuk on the far side. Over center ice, she'll backhand it in and skate off the ice. Snodgrass dumps it in for the Huskies. Centering pass by Rathby to nobody. Ferrara now with some room. Rister turned aside by Chulin, goes into the corner. Back onto the point. Gray with the wrister goes wide. 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Farrar with the puck. Burns takes it away. And Neuheim will battle for the puck behind her own net. Dangerous play there as Maud Blaine comes up with it. And back at center ice, Gray aggressive. As Decker loses the puck, then gets it back. 2:22 to go here in the second period. Mock loses it. Play in front of the Yale bench now. McGarley backhands it out. And Gray intercepts the pass, forces it along the boards. Mock helping her out. Gray comes up with it. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Back and forth action here at Ingles Rink. Gray intercepts the clearing attempt. And it looks like we have an offsides against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Yale only able to muster 6 shots this period, Ernie, and we've seen them on the power play twice, so that's a little bit of a disappointing number, but again, they got to keep skating hard and playing aggressively, and their top line is out there right now, so we'll see if they can get another goal before this period expires.
Monson loses the face-off to Cava. Campanero dumps it in. Tamimoto takes over on the Yale defense. Hughes comes up with it at the blue line. Cava loses the puck. Back comes Haddad. Centering pass couldn't be controlled by Martini. Farrar with the puck. Tamimoto gets it behind the UConn net. 1:10 to go here in the second period. Haddad looking to take the puck away. And Tamimoto ends up with the puck. Under a minute to go now here in the second period. And there's Campanero. Rister looks like it went off the pipe there. As she controls the puck now, centers it. Here's Knidik with a shot on goal and a nice save by Leonov.
Huge save that time. Preserve this 2-goal deficit. Give them some momentum going into the third period. You definitely don't want to fall behind by 3 goals with only 20 minutes to play.
42.6 seconds to go here in the second period. Face-off goes to the Huskies. Snodgrass the centering pass, tipped away, backhanded attempt, blocked, and Bulldogs having trouble getting it out of the Husky end. And now here's Zupan coming away briefly as Blaine takes it. 17 seconds to go here in the second period. And Zupan leaves it off for Decker. Decker gets it behind the UConn net with 5 seconds to go. Zupan, the Yale captain, gives chase, and the period's going to end along the boards. So we end the second period the way we started it, a 2-goal lead for UConn, Mike.
Yeah, Yale came out strong on the power play to start the period, got to within a goal, but UConn came right back and answered, and the teams kind of played to a draw the rest of the period. And, you know, Yale's right in this game, only down 2 goals, and they got to come out strong and aggressive in this third period and play with a lot of energy. They got 1 more period to go, and we'll see if they can score those 2 goals to tie it up.
So the freshman Kate Martini out of King City, Ontario, gets her 2nd goal of the season to put Yale on the board. But as we said, they trail UConn 3-1 through 2 periods. We'll break for the intermission, about 15 minutes, and we'll come back with third period action. You're watching Yale All Access women's hockey on Yale All Access. I think I said it 3 times. Welcome back to Ingalls Rink. Alongside Mike Cosgrove, I'm Ernie Bertozzi. Great to have you with us here on Yale All Access as we are set to begin the third period. The University of Connecticut Huskies leading the Yale Bulldogs 3-1, Mike.
Yeah, this is going to be a interesting first couple of minutes for Yale. We'll see how much energy they come out with, and you know, being down 2 goals, they're going to have to increase the aggression level a little bit to try to get back into this game. And UConn currently out shooting Yale 21-11, but that number is a little bit deceiving, Ernie, as both teams do have 28 shots attempted. It's just UConn's getting a little bit more on net.
Rachel Farrell had a power play goal for the Huskies to put them back up by 2 early in the second period. Kate Martini with the only goal of the game for the Bulldogs to this point as we are underway in the third period. Here is Haddad with the puck along the boards. Ferrara helps out. Monson behind the Husky net. Ferrara centering pass deflected away. And back streaking comes Cava. Cava, wrister off the post. Martini knocks it away for the Bulldogs. So Mikhail Cava, who already has 1 goal tonight, has 6 on the year, almost got her 7th. Wrister by Farrell is taken by Leonov. And the Huskies with some good scoring chances, 44 seconds in, Mike.
Yeah, that was a quick wrist shot, and looked like Leonov was partially, the line of sight was partially affected by her own defenseman, Tamimoto, but she was able to make the save.
Puck fought for along the boards. Murray comes up with it for the Bulldogs. Matichuk now controlling for Yale. Over center ice into the Husky end. Matichuk, a wrister, gloved by Elaine Chulin. And she'll hang on. We're 1:06 in. Still UConn 3, Yale 1.
Yeah, it was a good shot right there. It was quick and pretty effective, and a nice glove save that time by Chululi, and we've seen her make a couple of those saves today.
12 shots in the game now for the Bulldogs. Zupan, the Yale captain, wins the faceoff. Slap shot on goal. It trickles on goal. The rebound, they score! Zupan, the captain, puts Yale back within 1.
And we talked earlier in the game about it, Ernie. You just got to get that puck on the net. You never know what happens. And that time we saw the scram in front of the net, and Yale's able to capitalize and get to within 1. And they really came out strong this third period, and it paid off, and we'll see if they can continue.
So Alyssa Zupan, the senior out of Basking Ridge, New Jersey, gets her 2nd goal of the season and the 12th of her career. And the Bulldogs are back within 1. Icing called. So Jen Matichuk and Maddie Murray getting the assists on that goal. Matichuk, the senior out of Alberta. Murray, also out of Alberta. You ever been to Alberta, Mike?
Never. Been to Montreal once.
Back underway, Huskies control. Rathby unable to get it into the Bulldog end. As Snodgrass takes a seat, Huskies lose the puck. Back comes Yale. Slap shot on goal, that time by Ferrara. Tamimoto, Bulldog defenseman, takes over the puck in the corner. As Haddad tries to keep it in. Here's Martini at the point. She has a goal tonight for the Bulldogs. And the Huskies come away with it. And some nifty stick handling there, as that was Cava who got the first shot on goal. And then Comparo right there for the rebound, Mike.
Yeah, and Yale's, like we said, they got to keep up their intensity level because in the second period after they scored, they allowed UConn to come right back and score to get that 2-goal lead back. So Yale's got to continue to play aggressive and make things happen that way.
Comparo wins the face-off, then sends a shot just wide of Leonov. Blaine's going to have to play it for UConn. She's chased by Decker. Comparo comes away with it. Comparo from just up the road in Wallingford, Connecticut. Maud Blaine with the puck, wristing it to center ice. Dunbar unable to glove it. Gray comes up with it. And going to have an icing call against the Bulldogs. With 16:58 to go, it's Connecticut 3 and Yale 2.
The 2 goals by Yale, the most they've scored since a 5-4 loss against Dartmouth on November 2nd.
Farrell with the face-off against Mock. Mock kicked out. Bulldogs trying to play it out here as Dunbar just backhands it. Farrell keeps it in at the point for the Huskies. Gray with it. She had her clearing attempt blocked by Farrell. Farrell with the backhander on goal, and Leonov forced to cover it for a faceoff.
Yeah, a couple of Huskies in front that time, and Leonov wanted to do the safe thing, just cover the puck and get the faceoff. Not take any chances.
$16:28 to go. Face-off won by the Bulldogs, who trail it 3-2. And this time, UConn's going to have to play the puck. Matichuk blocks the clearing attempt. Zupan joins the fray. Umstrom centering pass to no one. Martini plays it along the boards. Matichuk against Newheim of the Huskies. Matichuk now gets it to Tamimoto at the point. She has some room. Wrister in, deflected, stopped in front. Looked like Umstrom got a stick on that one. Tamimoto feathers it in front again. Zupan deflects it wide. Matichuk with it. Has some space as a Husky drops to the ice. Umstrom backhander, saved by Chulin. UConn comes away with it, unable to clear. Martini keeps it in. Husky line's been on the ice for a while. Bulldogs trying to apply pressure, and finally, puck goes out to center ice as Martini gives chase.
Yeah, this second line of Zupan, Matichuk, and Umstrom has really played well this third period, and they've created a couple of good scoring opportunities for the Bulldogs.
Monson brought it in offside, and Ferrara forced to touch it with exactly 15 minutes to go here in the third period.
And what we're seeing here is the Bulldogs getting a lot of traffic in front of the Huskies' net, and that's creating some good things.
You made a good point earlier, Mike, with the statistic. Huskies out shooting the Bulldogs 25-17, but shots attempted much closer. Gray with the puck into the Husky end. She'll keep skating. Centering pass to Ferrara, deflected on goal. And Shuley forced to make the stop.
I think Ferrara's had a good game all game, and that time she was at the doorstep and just not able to control the puck enough to get a shot on goal, but she's played both ends well, offensively and defensively, and also had some good passes.
Bulldogs getting their chances here in the third period. Alyssa Zupan on the face-off for the Bulldogs. Wins it as she skates into the corner. Matichuk down low against Hughes, number 17 for the Huskies. Umstrom back to Matichuk. Zupan, Matichuk now, as it goes to Umstrom. Zupan tries to get it back to Umstrom, and that pass is taken away. Back comes Campero. Wrister wide. Into the corner. Here's McDonough for the Huskies. Kava couldn't control it for the Huskies, and back come the Bulldogs. Umstrom will skate it in as the Bulldogs complete the line change. Mock, McGauley, and Decker on the ice now as Martini's slap shot is deflected in. The Bulldogs scored and tied the game in 3 with 13:50 to go.
And we've talked about it all game. Yale getting the puck to the point, taking shots on net and creating a lot of traffic. And again, we saw another good thing happen as they were able to get the deflection pass. Chululi and Yale tie game, and they look like a different team, Ernie, right now. And UConn might need to call a timeout.
Well, Mike, you made a good point. Yale just needed that first goal. They didn't score a goal all last weekend. And it seemed ever since that first goal went in, they've loosened up and got a lot more scoring chances.
Yeah, and they've been on fire, out shooting UConn 8-4 this period. So, and like I said, get a lot of traffic in front of that net, and you never know.
So Decker will get credit for the goal. And congratulations to Decker. That is the first goal of her career, the junior out of New Preston, Connecticut. So we're back where we started. We are tied at 3, approaching 13 minutes to go here in the third period. Alongside Mike Cosgrove, I'm Ernie Bertozzi. Great to have you with us for this interstate battle between the University of Connecticut Huskies and the Yale Bulldogs. UConn opened the period up 3-1, but the Bulldogs have come back with 2 goals here inside of 7 minutes to tie the game. Ferrara behind the net. And we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Huskies.
I wasn't sure what the call is here. I'm not sure.
Might have been boarding, Mike, as Kiana Newheim will take a seat in the penalty box with 12:45 to go. The Bulldogs with a golden opportunity here to take their first lead of the game.
Yeah, 1 of 2 on the power play today.
Here's Zupan with the puck. Wrister stopped by Chuli, and it will be boarding the call as Chuli covers the puck with 12:33 to go.
Yale's going to want to get the puck to the point here and, again, create more traffic in front of the net. That's been their most effective offense so far today. See if they can get the go-ahead here with a goal.
Gray keeps it in. Zupan. Mock. Zupan with the puck. As Mock just gets knocked on the ice, but a hand pass called as thought she could get that one by the refs, but she couldn't. And just talking about Stephanie Mock, the sophomore for the Bulldogs, it must be nice when you can play hockey and be from Cape Coral, Florida.
We see a lot of Canadian-born players, but not a lot of people from Florida.
Tommy Moto, who's logged a lot of ice time tonight for the Bulldogs, trying to begin the rush up ice here, having trouble getting it out of her own end. Martini with the puck now for the Bulldogs. She scored Yale's first goal of the game on the power play. And here's Haddad with the puck with 1 minute to go on the power play. Martini at the point. She's pressured by Snodgrass, who has a goal for the Huskies tonight. As Monson creates some room. Haddad. Martini back at the point. Tommy Moto to Monson. Back to Tommy Moto. Over to Martini. One-timer deflected wide by Haddad. Into the corner. Ferrara gets it back. She holds the puck. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Back out to the point, Tamimoto. Here's Martini. Cross ice pass to Monson. Top of the circle. Back to Martini. Monson gets the puck back. Stick handling in. Now brings it back out. Martini with the puck. Tries to get it down low to Ferrara. That's broken up. Cava with the puck. And she'll send it down the ice with 5 seconds to go on the power play.
Yeah, nice job that time by UConn penalty kill. And Yale really couldn't muster much of anything.
Penalty up, 10:40 to go. We are tied at 3. And now here's a breakaway, a stop and a save, another save. That time as both McDonald and Burris were stopped on the doorstep by Leonoff.
She made 2 point-blank saves. Great play right there to keep this a tie game.
Farrell now at the point. Wrister blocked by Decker. And she'll send it down the ice. Icing the call with 10:16 to go. We're deadlocked at 3.
And we might look back and remember that play, Ernie, if Yale could win this game. And those were 2 tremendous saves by Leonoff. Only a sophomore.
Shots now 28-19 favoring UConn. Cava gets bounced out of the faceoff. McDonough will take it for the Huskies. Won by the Bulldogs. Gray gets it behind the net to Murray. Murray pursued by Cava, who has a goal tonight for UConn. Centering pass in front. Shot blocked twice. Campero with point-blank shots snuffed out by the Yale defense. It goes into the corner. Gray comes up with it. And Waddell will send it down the ice for the Bulldogs. Matichuk sends it back in. Neuheim, Wrister on goal. Leonoff plays it to Martini. Umstrom loses it. Matichuk tries to keep it in. Does so for a moment, and now the Bulldogs forced to reset. Tamimoto wrists it in. Elaine Shuley, the Husky goalkeeper, plays it, and now back come the Huskies. Here's Leah Burris with the puck taken away by her teammate. That's Alice Hughes. Here's Farrell with the puck for UConn, trying to skate around Tamimoto. Centers it to no one in front. And Zupan will throw it in as the Bulldogs try to complete a line change. Gray to Ferrara. Too far. We're going to have an icing called against Yale with 8:31 to go. Game still tied at 3.
Yeah, and this has been such a back-and-forth game. And it's been almost like a seesaw in terms of momentum. And right now the momentum looks to be on UConn's side, but you know, like we've seen all game, that could change in a hurry.
McDonough and Monson on the face-off. The Bulldogs come away with it. Snodgrass tries to keep it in. That's taken away by Monson. Haddad now with the puck in the Husky end. Wrister on goal, turned aside by Shuley. Murray turns around to keep it in. Monson had it momentarily. Burris takes it away. Throws it off to the near side. And Gray elbows McDonough into the boards. And we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Bulldogs, and the Huskies will get a power play with 7:59 to go.
Yeah, it was good skating that time by McDonough. She was skating aggressively, and Gray was able to, had to take her down, or McDonough would have had a wide open path to the goal. And UConn a good opportunity here with 8 minutes left to go back on top.
Farrell against Zupan on this big face-off, won by the Bulldogs. So Gray called for the body check as the Bulldogs clear it down the ice.
UConn scored on their only other power play opportunity today.
The Huskies came into tonight's game at a 15.1% clip on the power play, as they'll start from scratch here with a minute and a half to go on this opportunity. Campero into the Bulldog end. Lets it float into the corner. Monson comes away with it. And once again, the Bulldogs come away with it and clear it down the ice. 1:14 to go on the power play. Approaching 7 minutes to go. We're tied at 3 here at Ingalls Rink, third period. Rister on goal. Rebound save. 2 shots by Casey Kanitic. And then there's another shot in, that time by McDonough, turned away. Huskies control, 45 seconds to go on their power play. Hughes now behind the net. She loses her footing and the Bulldogs come away with it and clear.
Bulldogs going to be taking a sigh of relief right there because UConn, a couple good opportunities, just not able to capitalize.
27 seconds to go on the power play. Snodgrass comes in, drops it off. Shot deflected. Snodgrass with it. Deflected away. Nice job that time by the captain. Zupan deflecting it away. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the period. One last attempt. Here's Burris with a shot that goes wide. Puck goes off a broken stick, wristed out into the UConn bench, and the Bulldogs kill off the power play.
Yeah, huge that time by Yale to keep this a tie game. That's their 40, well now they're 29 of 42 on the penalty kill this year. Can't do the math in my head.
You have to excuse my partner, Mike Cosgrove, who was snarled in traffic coming from the Hartford area
Long day.
down to New Haven. 5:45 to go here in the third period. Puck in the Husky end. Tommy Moto trying to keep it in for the Bulldogs. Cava clears it out. Here's Martini giving chase for the Bulldogs against Campero. Monson trying to skate it out of her own end. Gets it to Ferrara at center ice. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Wrists it in. Bulldogs make a line change. The line of Umstrom, Zupan, and Matichuk come on the ice. As Ferrara finally makes it off, so Umstrom can join the team. Gray breaks up the pass. Under 5 to go here in the third period. Neuheim sends it in for the Huskies as they make a line change. And we're going to have an icing call against Yale.
We mentioned a couple times today, Ernie, the winner of this game will play BC tomorrow at 7 p.m., while the loser will take on Quinnipiac at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Farrell and Zupan on the face-off, won by the Bulldogs. Huskies play it in. Burst of speed, that time by Hughes, number 17. 2 Huskies run into each other. Hughes keeps it in. Farrell with a wrister that goes wide. Bulldogs now. Under 4 to play. Game tied at 3. Snodgrass plays it in. Leonov leaves it for her defenseman Martini, who has a goal tonight. Decker plays it in for the Bulldogs. Approaching 3.5 to go here in the third period. Martini keeps it in. Forced out by Campero. Decker plays it in. Decker comes away with it. She's met by Knidick, and the puck ends up in front, and it's covered by the freshman goaltender for the Huskies, Elaine Chululi.
Well, with 3:14, we'll see what happens, but both teams have had some decent scoring opportunities the last couple of minutes, and it's a key face-off right here, Ernie. If Yale could win it and get it out to the point and get some traffic in front of the net, we've seen them score a couple of goals this period because of doing that.
Rachel Farrell wins it for the Huskies. Gray at center ice for the Bulldogs. Chipped in by Monson. Haddad gives chase against Blaine. Blaine playing the puck. 5'7" senior out of Quebec. Here's Rachel Farrell over the blue line. Met by Murray. Monson comes away with a Haddad. To Ferrara, tape-to-tape passing. Over the blue line, Haddad risks it in. Save, Ferrara on the rebound. Centering pass, deflected away. Haddad still controls for the Bulldogs. Now here's Hughes backhanding it out. Still in. Ferrara still has it. Creates room. Rister goes wide. Tomimoto at the point tries to keep it in. It sneaks out. Approaching 2 minutes to go. The Bulldogs with some good scoring chances. Matichuk carries it in 1-on-3. Forces the puck behind the Husky net. Burris sends it out of play. Under 2 minutes to go, 1:55 to be exact. We're tied at 3.
If Yale does win this game, it will be the 7th time in the Nutmeg Classic 9 years that they will play for the championship. And if they do win, Ernie, they'll play 5th-ranked Boston College. We were talking earlier about how difficult Yale's schedule has been this year, so they've certainly not been cheated by the schedule.
Bulldogs playing nationally ranked Mercyhurst last weekend. And with 1:55 to go, the UConn Huskies have called a timeout. Big face-off in the UConn end coming up here.
Yeah, and I mean, I sound like a broken record, but we've talked about it all game, is getting traffic in front of the net. This is a freshman goalie. Try to get her rattled, put the puck on the net, and you never know. And that's worked for Yale. I mean, they've gotten deflections, and they've gotten 2 goals because of it.
The Bulldogs started the period down 3-1, but scored 2 goals in the first 7 minutes of the third here to tie the game, and we've been deadlocked ever since.
Yale came into this period with 11 shots on goal total in the first 2 periods. They have 11 shots this period alone. So as you can see, they've been much more aggressive, and we'll see if that can continue in the final 2 minutes.
Alyssa Zupan with the second Yale goal. Paige Decker, her first career goal, tied it up with just over 13 minutes to play. And here we are tied at 3 with 1:55 to go. Face off to the right of UConn goaltender Elaine Chululi. It'll be Alyssa Zupan on the face-off. Won by the Huskies. As Knidick has trouble getting it out of her end. Matichuk and Umstrom both working for the Bulldogs as we approach 1.5 minutes to go here in the third. And the Bulldogs finally play it. Zupan now in to help. Matichuk holding off Knidick. Zupan back to the point. Murray's shot blocked. Bulldogs still controlling it in the Husky end as we approach 1 minute to play here in the third period. Score tied at 3. As the puck was in the corner, the Bulldogs successfully completed a line change. Nice job by Matichuk to tie it up, and with 55.3 seconds to go in the third, once again, another face-off in the UConn end.
Yeah, and we've talked about the importance of that. So if Yale could win this face-off, get it back to Tamimoto or Martini for a blast on net, that would be ideal.
So Martini plays it in. The Bulldogs have to get onside before they can skate in. Haddad gives chase. Played out by Snodgrass. Snodgrass comes away with it at center ice. Tries to get it to McDonough. Hits her skate, 30 seconds to go. Ferrara comes up with it, dumps it into the UConn end. Monson gives chase, deflects it behind the net. Haddad now chases it. Tamimoto at the point, 17 seconds to go. Ferrara comes up with it, shot deflected wide. 10 seconds to go. Bulldogs unable to keep it in. And with 7 seconds to go, Martini plays it into the corner. And Mike Cosgrove, we have free hockey coming up.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give Yale all the credit in the world. Down 2 goals to start that period. They came out strong and aggressive, and they kept on chipping away, and that's what we said. They got to keep chipping away, and good things will happen, and it certainly did, and we'll see if they could continue that into this overtime. Yale 0-1 this year in overtime. They lost to Dartmouth 5-4.
As we said, the Bulldogs came into the third period down 2 goals and were able to chip away early on. And Zupan and Decker have helped tie this game up.
You got to give a lot of credit to Yale goalie Jamie Leonoff. 29 saves, and you know, she limited or she kept UConn off the scoreboard that last period, which allowed Yale to get right back into this game.
So we will have a 5-minute sudden death overtime period here, and with all the action we've seen back and forth, there's a good chance someone may come out of here a winner. And it will be that top line of Janelle Ferrara, Danielle Monson, and Jamie Haddad for the Bulldogs. And the line of Brittany Birisoff, Rachel Farrell, and Leah Burris will start off for the Huskies, and we are underway here in overtime. Rister on goal, and we have a stoppage.
And Ernie, if this game is tied after the 5-minute overtime, they'll have a shootout to determine who will advance to play BC tomorrow night.
Blaine with the puck. Here's Burris to Birisoff. Birisoff gives chase against Martini. Martini comes away with it 30 seconds into the overtime. University of Connecticut 3, Yale 3 here in sudden death overtime. The line of Zupan, Umstrom, and Matichuk on the ice for the Bulldogs. Here's Campero at the point. Murray just too far for Zupan as Blaine gets to play it. Matichuk now in front of the penalty box. Campero centers it. Snodgrass gives chase of Matichuk. Matichuk ties her up and comes away with the puck. dangerous situation there for the Bulldogs as we're under 3.5 to go here in overtime.
As you can see, both defenses really tightening the clamps here. A lot of this first 2 minutes has been spent in the neutral zone.
Tamimoto to Martini. Mock plays it into the Husky end. Mock cut off by Knidick. Tamimoto, wrister wide. Mock cycles it in. Decker back out to the point. Martini, they score! The Bulldogs win it.
And Ernie, we've talked all game. Get the puck on the net, good things happen. That time, really for the third time, UConn goalie Elaine Chaluli was screened, and Yale able to pull off the huge win, down 2 goals in the third period, able to tie it in regulation, win it in overtime, advance to play BC in the championship game, and just a great job by the Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs will play tomorrow night at 7 p.m. They'll play another nationally ranked team in Boston College who beat Quinnipiac earlier today. And Mike, you said it. The Bulldogs needed a goal. They got a goal. They chipped away, and they're playing in the championship game tomorrow night.
Yeah, this team has had trouble scoring, and we were here last weekend when they couldn't score a goal in 2 games against Mercyhurst, but they played well, and they had a lot of opportunities. They just couldn't get a goal. They couldn't get the puck into the net. Today, we knew that if they could get one, it would lead to good things. They did get one, and this third period, they were just a totally different team. And Martini was able to get that game winner, blast from the point in front of a screen Chaluli, and her second goal of the game. Just a great effort by Yale.
So the goal scorers for the Bulldogs, Kate Martini in the first period, and then 2 goals in the third period by Zupan and Decker, and Martini with the winner. So that wraps it up from here. Final score, Yale 4, UConn 3. The Bulldogs get their second win of the season. For Mike Cosgrove, I'm Ernie Bertoldi. Thanks for joining us on Yale All Access. Have a good night, everyone.